Hello, welcome back. This time it's going to be Nathan's very quick trainer build. Nathan decided to get into the hobby, not so much FPV but flying planes. Asked us to come down a couple of weekends ago and brought this trainer along with him. It's a little freshman by, what's it called? Revell models, and the idea was it flies itself. And he takes it off and he flies around and he learns to fly with it. It's just a 2-channel thing. Well, 3-channel technically, it's got throttle. 3-channel thing. And what actually happened was it wouldn't fly at all. It wouldn't trim, it wouldn't fly level. It didn't fly, it just kept on crashing. And then after about 5 minutes, the battery was dead. It wasn't even 5 minutes really. It was terrible. So I said, do you want us to convert it and make it into a proper plane? He said, yeah, let's have a go. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll take a flight controller out my my tricopter, my little trifecta. Where is it? It's on the floor. It's on the floor in the corner. Because I'm going to put a new one in there and upgrade that. So I whipped the flight controller out. And I said, so it'll self-level for him. That's all we want. Don't want to return to home and any of that fancy crap. And then he can learn to fly with it. And as the ideas went along, it was like, can you put a camera on it? I was like, yeah, of course we can put a camera on it. And yeah, let's make it into a little FPV ship. So without further ado, here is a very quick version of what I've done to it. I'll show you the plane itself. The plane itself is here, but as you can see, it's already done. Sorry for the window spoiling the view there. It's killing the camera a bit, but yeah, let's first have a look at the old kit, and then I did a couple of videos as I went along of what happened really. So enjoy. Okay, so this is what we've pulled out of the plane. We've got this nasty little brushed motor. It didn't seem to have a lot of power, but I'm not entirely convinced it was the motor's issue. Although the motor does have an issue. See, I can turn the prop at some points, and the motor itself doesn't turn, but there for one. So yeah, that's been. It's massive power pack. As you can see, 650 milliamp hours. Loads and loads of time in the air. As it ended up being about 5 minutes, 4.5, 5 minutes. Yeah, bin. Next we've got the receiver, which was, if you can see the great big long line, some 72 megahertz thing, and 5-wire servos, because it had its own little autopilot. When I say autopilot, it had a board that meant that you couldn't actually fly the thing at all. When we tried to fly it, it wouldn't trim, it wouldn't fly level, it wouldn't fly, it just kept crashing all the time. So yeah, bin. Right, so what we're doing right now is this Foxy camera. I didn't realise quite how small it was when I ordered it. That's going to be going on the top of here. Yeah, focus there. So we're just heating up the L3D printer and just making up a little bracket, or stand as such. So what it's going to do is, that's going to sit that side. I'm just going to put a hole in it now, so I'm just going to extrude this surface through there, make a little hole. Might as well clean up the edges while we're at it before I copy it. So we'll just give it a nice 4mm, yeah, 4mm fillet on it. And then we'll do the same with that one. This is a prehistoric computer, so this is struggling like hell. Struggling, I can't even say the word struggling. Right, we'll zoom out, we'll copy and paste it. And then we'll move that one over there. So yes, so the camera's going to go in the middle. I'm just going to make a piece for the middle, sit it on the printer, print it out, and then yeah, join us in a sec. Okay, so that's a simple design I've come up for, just as the test piece. Really, if it's any good, it's staying on anyway. It's got a no drag to it really. It'll be facing into the wind. So the printer is now commencing. We have an 18-minute wait, so I'll just be just after 12 o'clock, and then hopefully we can slit the top of it and glue it in when it should sit. Hopefully proud of the propeller, but I don't know if it doesn't. Tough. It's his first FPV plane, so right at the start I was starting with propellers in the shot and all the rest of it, so he can start at the start like the rest of us. Should be an interesting build, this one. I like the look of it. I'm just not entirely sure how successful that's going to be inside, but we'll see. Spot the next modification: USB port, foam. Have to cut that out next. Next piece of the puzzle: Turner G plush, speed controller. That's a nice controller, that. A servo tester and a battery. So now we should have a motor. And it's going the right way around. That's why the propeller's going that way. The propeller's on loose because if you put the propeller on tight, it would take off, obviously. So now all I've got to do is get all that in there. Thought it was going to be a bit more of a squealer than what it is, but it isn't a squealer. It does blow a bit of air though. Yes, it pulls. Purple buddy out. Beastie motored it. Yes. Now it's mint. We'll put a little on. As you can hear, it's a little bit noisier. Oh yes. Twice as much power. Probably too much for you. The purple one probably would have done you great, but where's the fun in that? So as the build continues, we've got the 2700 kV motor, which I'm tempted to swap because I think it is just too much power. We had a problem with the flight controller. This was the NACE 32 that we're just going to hoy in. It did hoy it in, but has problems with its serial, and it's just old, outdated tech. So bye, in the bin. What we're going to fit now, or what is fitted now, is an Omnibus F4 V5. It's the one without the current sensor. I wish I got the Pro now, thinking about it. So it might get swapped for a Pro after all. And just typical of my luck, this has a fault on it. I could have sent it back to hobbyrc.co.uk, but for what it was worth, for the chew on it was to fix the problem. I don't see the point. So the problem was that the serial, it wouldn't read a bus receiver on UART 2, is it? Yeah, UART 2. So all I did was soft serial it down, which is the white wire there, to UART 6. I've put it on UART 6 on a soft serial, so it's inverted. So it's inverted the inverted signal, so it's not really inverted. Yeah, go free sky. So yeah, everything else is connected up. I had the flight controller sat on this board here, and now I'm about ready to put everything in permanently. Yeah, there's nothing really much to glue onto the sides or to hold it. So I've just printed another one with some sides so we can shove some glue on the sides and have it stuck properly. And I'm just gonna get another one. Well, it's just starting now, just starting the print now, to print another one up, and that's gonna house the receiver on it when he gets it. Right now it's just got the free sky one, just so I can set everything up. So that's that. I've started on the wings. The wings were just solid. So what I've done, flip it around is I've cut the ailerons out, put hinges in. I'm going to put tape over it. Put a massive gap because I don't like ailerons that bind at all. So yeah, the horn's in, the servo's in. It's just an old scrappy HXT 900. Same ones that are in there, but the ones in there are brand new. This one that should be alright. And then I'm just going to solder the wires together. And that's what this little chap's for. Going off the model mapping, I can't actually use any of the pins here for it, so I've had to go off channel 5, which is that tiny little pad there, but worked fine, no problem. So yeah, it's coming along nicely. 3D printed a little stand for the wheel on the back, but that wheel I think is no use, no ornament, but if it serves any purpose then fair enough, but I doubt it. Well, yep, stabilization working. So you now have ailerons on both sides. So it's ready to fly, mate. It's ready to take up into the big blue yonder and set up the autopilot. Changed a few things as well, which I wasn't planning on videoing, but I'll show you here. Oh, the motor is far too naughty. So, we will have a Nathan setting and an Ian setting. The Nathan setting goes like this. That's as fast as the motor goes. The Ian setting and I might turn it down even more, but it means it should be much safer for you to fly. So, yes, that's it, mate. Whenever you're ready, it's ready.